welcome the country director of the World Bank on the road to Ekiti State and to distinguished members of the team. Yes, many of the people on the team I know, so I'm delighted that they are back with you at the head of the team. But I also take the opportunity to introduce some of the colleagues who are here. You've already been introduced to our Deputy Governor, Mrs. Fumi Olainka, the Secretary of State Government, right to my left, I hope to my left, the Head of Service, Mr. Boniface Mosiah, and I, Mr. Kolawale, okay, I think it's Special Advisor Strategy in my office, the permanent Mr. A pleasure to welcome you to Ekiti State. I have to read this because that's the instruction I have. As you may well be aware, our people are known for a principal commitment to openness and fair play, for integrity as well as industry. Ours is not a leading economy. It is far below where it ought to be. The road to development has been long and tortuous. For these and other problems faced by our people, many out there are prone to blame previous administrations for buying into unproductive or flawed strategies. But our people have trudged on regardless. Such is the zeal with which our people have held their faith and hope in progress and in the ultimate goodness of social agency. The present administration therefore seeks to approximate the very best of collective agency in Ekiti's circumstances. This does not mean that we deny where it is coming from or put a gloss on where it is now. It means that we accept we cannot change the past, but it also means that we avoid the mistakes of the past by making changes to our attitudes and to our environment. Above all, it means that we take due stock of our resources, chart a realistic way forward, and seek realistic partnerships that can help us bring to fruition some of the dreams of the good life that our people have long dreamed. The desire to realize those dreams is at the core of our path with the Ekiti people. Our claim to power rests on a campaign anchored on the values and aspirations of our people. The 8-point agenda, which encapsulates our vision, seeks to take Ekiti to new development heights by way of a program that focuses on democratic governance, on the modernization of agriculture, as well as improved access to quality education, health, and social well-being. The program also covers women and youth empowerment, infrastructure development, as well as industrial development and tourism. Our mission in office is to pursue these goals, to make life worth more living throughout Ekiti State. And I make bold to say that in this regard, the World Bank is a partner worth cooperating with. Fortunately, we're not beginning anew, as you've already highlighted. There is a history of development cooperation on cocoa rehabilitation and development that dates back to the old Western states. In the 1980s, the bank was a major actor in the design and implementation of the Ekiti Cocoa Agricultural Development Project. Bank assistance has grown in leaps and bounds since then. At the moment, Ekiti State is home to 6 main projects, drawing considerable support and assistance from the bank. These are the Fadama 3 project, the Community and Social Development Project, the Governance and Capacity Building Project 2, others are the HIV/AIDS Program Development Project, the Health System Development Project HSDP 2, and the Public Procurement Reform Initiative. On behalf of the government and the people of Ekiti State, I would like to express our profound thanks to the bank, especially its Nigerian mission, for the excellent relations between us and for the assistance that we have had so far. But it is in the nature of development and of human beings to ask for more, and we shall be asking for more bank assistance, both in cash and kind. procurement, it is early days yet. We shall appreciate expedited action to get things going as soon as we possibly can. In other instances, there had been needless delay in the process of request for material or of other applications. Fund flows have slowed down or stagnated as a result, with knock-on effect on the implementation process that have increased eventual costs. The macro situation has continued to be well beyond our control. For example, relations between the bank and Nigeria's federal authorities on one hand, and between the federal authorities and our humble selves on the other, have been a veritable source of delay and a cause for concern and uncertainty. Then, of course, we do require a lot more institutional support on at least two levels. The first concerns long-running programs, such as health system development, where the priorities are to strengthen existing facilities and consolidate on the achievement on the ground. On the other hand, there are relatively new programs, such as public procurement, where so much change is required in stylized attitudes and cultural practices, both at organizational and management levels. In nearly all cases, we face huge challenges, from human capital shortfall, a lack of infrastructure, as well as technical deficiencies. This is not really the place to bore you with these details. These details will be provided in good measure as the bank mission meets with different ministries, departments, and agencies. I am sure the mission will also have a direct feel of the situation of the field as you engage with the wider public in Ekiti State. I wish you a very pleasant stay in Ekiti, and I hope you get to see some of the beautiful sceneries, including the undulating hills from which the name Ekiti is derived. Please enjoy our people's traditional hospitality. Thank you. Also, we've gone into various discussions with our heads of NDA that those areas that the World Bank is already active are areas that are critical to our 8-point agenda, because our 8-point agenda are pretty much mirrored after the MDG goals. So we try as much as possible to tie a lot of things together. In some areas, there are new initiatives that are coming on board that we're grateful. The education team has been around here pretty much. I know they were still here last week because they saw me. The plan for the new initiative that includes Ekiti, Bauchi, and I think Anambra states. Only 2 days ago, I saw the much awaited advert on the Ado-Ekiti Ijon Road, which I've been in discussion with Chief on for some time. The federal, that's why I said much awaited. But it eventually gets in there. So the community and social development agency have even been, as we speak, being commissioned around the state. I've just been to a couple of them. The renewable energy team will be here in the course of your mission as well. Tourism is important to us, and we have some ideas around that the team will be discussing with you. I want to thank you particularly for the support in the area of HIV/AIDS. Just in the course of 3 months in office, turned it into a full agency now. So Saka we have that in accordance with the plans that we've drawn with you. We've also, the last month, signed our Fiscal Responsibility Act into law in the Assembly, and we have FYI there at the moment, which hopefully will get through in the next few months. Of course, before we came in, our predecessor in office had signed the Public Procurement Act, but there are gaps that we notice now that we think might require some amendments if we're to fully implement the Public Procurement So these are a plethora of things. Particularly, we know that the bank stands at a very, very pivotal position as we also relate to other multilateral and bilateral agencies. The FIA just left here after 2 weeks of extensive assessment. The UNDP is coming over here in early March. The European Union should be not engaged in Ekiti State. The feedback we get from them will be quite important in the ultimate decision that they're going to take. But we are ready to partner because we're clear about our mission and we know what our people truly desire. We don't want to come to you capping and without an agenda, without a strategy. We just want to share with you what our strategy is and see where you can assist us over the long term. But in some of the areas that priorities for, you are already engaged anyway, so we're glad that we don't have to preach to the converted on those issues. It's in the other areas that we need to seek support and assistance from you. But I'm happy that it's finally we've gotten to this day. This is a mission that has been postponed at least twice. Dr. Ekiti has been in touch with me and my team, and it's a pleasant coincidence that the day you decided to eventually start